So IR will deal with unstructured data. So the documents can be either structured or unstructured. For example, structured data like in DBMS. Whatever is you study in DBMS, you express all the data in the form of relational tables, and that is a clear semantic structure. So it's called as a structured data. So what is a structured data? It has got a clear semantic structure and it can be represented in the form of a relational table. For example, in DBMS, you represent all the data in the form of tables. For example, this is a table, like you have an employee column, you have a manager column, you have a salary column. And in these columns, you have a specific definition of each column, like the salary can be only an integer or a number. Manager will be a string because it's a name of a manager. Employee will also be a string. So there is a well-defined structure and there are some rules which each column has to follow. So it's called as a structured data because it has got a clear structure which is visible. So structured data is actually beneficial in the sense that you can actually process more complex queries through structured data. For example, in the same table, you can answer this very complex query. The query is, give me the social security numbers of all the employees who have stayed with their company for more than 5 years and whose yearly salaries are 3 standard deviations above the average salary. So this is a complex query. It has got a lot of conditions, and this kind of query can also be answered through this relational table because it's a structured data. So structured data allows us for handling more complex queries. Okay, but IR is meant for unstructured data. So what is unstructured data? It does not have a clear semantic structure. Okay, unstructured data does not have a clear structure. For example, the web pages on the internet, anybody is posting anything, so it's not in an organized way. Like the blogs, people are writing their own blogs. Some audios and videos are available on the internet. Some free text in the form of HTML pages is available on the internet. So it's basically a haphazard text which does not have a structure, proper structure, because anybody can post anything on the internet. So basically that's an example of an unstructured data. And if you have unstructured data, it will always be able to handle less complex queries. So an example could be like these Romans are crazy. Suppose I type this as a query, these Romans are crazy. Then this is a less complex query, and what do I want as an answer to this query? I want the set of all documents which contain these words. These Romans are crazy. So if a document contains these words, these, then Romans, then are, then crazy. So anywhere in the document, if these 4 words are present, then it will be actually retrieved as an answer to my query, right? So basically my query is these Romans are crazy, and what do I want as an answer? I want the documents which contain these 4 words. And it may not be present in this sequence. If it is present anywhere in the document, but these 4 words are present in that document, then it will be retrieved as an answer to my query. So this is how we retrieve the answers to the query in the information retrieval. So we will actually do so we will search for the documents containing the word these. We will search for the documents containing the word Romans. Then we will search for R. Then we will search for crazy, and then we will merge. We'll finally give only those common documents which contain all these 4 words. So basically, information retrieval is meant only for unstructured data, and for structured data we have DBMS, database systems. Okay, any doubt in this? Yeah, so a question is that there could be same words with different meanings. So when information is retrieved, how does it ensure that the context is appropriate? So that is called as context sensitive spelling correction, and those things are also there. So these things we will learn later on this course. This all is covered in IR. How to deal with those things, that is a challenge, and that we will also provide a solution to that. But that will be in the 3rd or the 4th lecture. Okay? Yeah. So any other doubt? So then let us proceed. Okay. So structured and unstructured data, if you see from here, this graph, what it tells is that in 1996, if you see, this is the scenario of 1996. So what has happened? The data volume of unstructured data was much more, but than the structured data. If you see, the blue one is unstructured data bar graph, and the black one is structured data bar graph. So if you see, the unstructured data was more than structured data. However, the market capture of unstructured data was very less as compared to structured data's market cap. Why? Because unstructured market cap is basically the market share of unstructured data. That means the number of companies investing in the unstructured data, that was very less because it was not a very popular information retrieval through unstructured data was not very popular. Now you see the scenario in 2009. 2009, unstructured data is again more than structured data, but the market cap of unstructured data is also becoming more than structured data. So which means that lot of companies are actually now investing in unstructured data because it's becoming very popular, and Google, Yahoo, Bing, these are big players in the market. So these are actually investing in the unstructured data because it's earning them more money, right? And structured data, the companies investing in structured data, they are basically like Oracle, Sybase. These are the companies which are investing in the structured data. However, these days, unstructured data information retrieval is becoming very popular. So how exactly the unstructured data is stored, that we will also tell you in the second hour of today. Okay. So books I have already told in the slides, reference books also, textbooks also. So please buy the textbook, and reference books you can get it issued from the library, or otherwise online sources are there for the reference books. Okay. So then what is information retrieval? Information retrieval is finding material, usually documents, of an unstructured nature that satisfies your query. So whatever query you are typing, you want the set of relevant documents which may be of unstructured nature from the complete collection of documents. That means from the corpus. So information retrieval is finding the useful documents from the entire collection of documents. That means from the corpus which satisfies your query. Right? So this is the classical definition of IR.